Hi friends, welcome to Vidya's Cooking. Today I'm going to be showing you how to prepare banana stem chaat. This is also referred as bale dindu masale. In Mysore, this is a very famous street food snack. It's a very healthy and famous street food snack, and we South Indians enjoy it. So normally in all the South Indian cuisine, you can find this banana stem, and we use it for many curries and recipes. Let's look into all the ingredients required for this recipe and get started. All the ingredients used in this recipe along with measurements will be listed in the description box below this video, or you can click the iCard above this video which will direct you to my blog. I'll be using a ready-made, ready-to-use rasam powder. This is from Pure and Sure Falada products and I received this in a box. You can use homemade rasam powder as well for this recipe, or you can use sambar powder. We need the banana stem. I'll be showing you in detail how we clean it. We would require finely chopped onion, finely chopped tomato, grated fresh coconut, finely chopped chili, finely chopped coriander, and lime. I've also finely chopped and reserved cucumber, grated the carrot and reserved. We would also require Congress peanuts or masala peanuts, some save, om pudi that is, and dal moat, which is mung beans, fried mung beans. So very simple set of ingredients that you can find everywhere. You can just prepare this in a jiffy. I'm going to show you how to clean this banana stem. My mom actually helped me out to clean this. Since I'm not that very accurate in cleaning this banana stem, she helped me out. So this time I really learned this how to clean it, and I've recorded it for you as well. In my previous recipes also I've shown you how we use banana stem. So this is a very fibrous vegetable. We use the entire banana plant for all our dishes. So now she is starting to remove the bark portion of the stem, and she is going to use only the inner core. So to get to that bark portion, you have to be very cautious and handle your knife gently. Layer by layer she is peeling out the bark portion and she is removing it. So this is a very fibrous vegetable. They say it's very good for kidney stones, and also it is good for your urinary tract infection. So it basically heals all the wounds whatever is there in your stomach. So now very gently she is using the knife and she's peeling the bark portion and she's removing all the fibers. So we received a bunch of these banana stems from our neighbor, and we are planning to prepare 3 or 4 recipes and show it to you. It's very tender and very juicy and tasty. So once she has removed all the fibers, she is just checking it by cutting one half of the banana stem to see if there is any fibers left. If there is any fiber, she is starting to remove it. We can't use a potato peeler. That's the only downside. We have to use a knife for this. Obviously there's a lot of wastage. We don't waste all these bark portion. We feed the cows. So our local farm, there is a small cow shed. We take it and we feed this banana bark to the cow. Now she's slicing it into coins. You can see how tender it is. So as soon as we slice this, we will drop it in the water. We don't want it to discolor. As she's slicing, she is finding a lot of hard fibers that she's peeling out. So always have a pot of water and drop all your banana stems as you chop it in the water, so that we can avoid discoloration. If we are preparing a curry, normally what we do is we drop it in buttermilk. We add 2 tablespoons of yogurt in the water and we drop it in the buttermilk so that it soaks in that buttermilk and it softens a bit. But today I'm preparing chaat, so I'll be adding lime. So once we cut it into coins, we have added it to the water, and we'll be chopping this into fine pieces. Even for curries we do it in the same manner. So the detailed recipe will be on my blog, friends. I'll post a detailed recipe in my blog. The blog link will be in the description box below this video, or you can click the icon above this video which will direct you to my blog. Also like me and follow me on Instagram and Facebook, friends. I keep posting a lot of updates there. I'm planning to do live videos from my home, so I'm not too sure how to go about it. If you really enjoy watching vlog videos or live videos, do let me know. I'll try to post now and then. So all the links to my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter will be in the description box below this video. The same recipes are also translated and posted in YouTube Tamil. YouTube Tamil link will also be in the description box below this video. Once we chop the banana stem into fine pieces, we have transferred it to a fresh bowl of water, and I have started to squeeze in half a lime just to soften that stem, and it will also have a good fragrance when we prepare the chaat. So till we prepare the chaat, I'll allow this to sit in that water. Make sure you squeeze the lime and allow it to sit for 15 minutes minimum. So now this is ready. Once it's soaked after 15 minutes, I'm just going to use a strainer and drain it. So you have to remove all the excess moisture. You don't want your chaat to go soggy. So drain the excess moisture and reserve it. I'll start mixing this chaat. Using a mixing bowl, I'll be adding the finely chopped cucumber, grated carrot, finely chopped tomato, onion, chilies, grated coconut and finely chopped coriander. I've reserved a little bit of coconut and coriander for the garnish later. Now I'll be adding the rasam powder. You can use sambar powder, or you can also use bisibelebath powder for this recipe. I've added salt as per taste. Now I'll give this a good mix. Just check for salt. The one ingredient I forgot to show you earlier was chaat masala powder. That's again optional. If you want, you can add it or leave that out. But I like the chaat masala powder in this. So I'll be adding the chaat masala as well. Now I'll be adding the masala peanuts, fried mung beans, and I'll give this a good mix. At this point I remembered I need to add chaat masala, and I happen to have chaat masala at home. So I've added about a tablespoon and a half of chaat masala to this. So it gives that extra tang and taste. Given this a good mix, check for salt. If you require salt, you can add salt. Now I'm going to be adding the finely chopped banana stem that I've drained and reserved. This has got that lime flavor. It's very nice and fragrant. Now I'll give this a good mix. I'll also be adding few drops of lime juice. Don't add too much of lime juice, just add drop by drop, otherwise it's going to taste sour. Now I'll give this a good mix, and that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and serve it. It's ready. So before you serve, you just garnish it with that coconut, coriander, that save and dal moat. So for photography and presentation purposes, I'm plating it in a fancy way on a banana leaf. You don't have to do this. I'm just garnishing it with the save, dal moat, and masala peanuts, and I'm going to serve it. It tasted really good, friends, especially for diabetic people, people with kidney stone issues, people who are suffering from blood pressure issues. This is a very good vegetable. So do try consuming fresh vegetables as much as possible. There's hardly any cooking in this, and you're eating this raw. It's got very nice roughage. So do try to consume vegetables like this. It's very nice and fibrous. The detailed recipe will be on my blog, and I'll be listing it in the description box below this video. If you enjoyed watching this video recipe, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to me for more recipes. Gone ahead and serve this banana stem chaat. My parents and I really enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you soon with the next recipe video. This is Vidya Lakshmi. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.